Hi, I'm Todd Wingfield with Georgia Pacific, and I'm excited to be the use case here. So I get to share kind of our journey for one of our products to BPI Certified. I am the Stewardship Director supporting all of our consumer products business at Georgia Pacific in their sustainability efforts. So in that role, I work with the businesses and the brand teams and the capabilities that support them, whether it's our innovation folks, our research and development team, our marketing and brand building teams, as we advance on our sustainability journeys. One of those businesses is our Dixie business. So Dixie makes disposable food service products and tableware products that are sold in retail for consumers and in an away-from-home setting for operators and other businesses that might find value with them. What I'm excited to talk to you about is our journey to BPI Certified on Dixie plates and bowls. So a great place to start is with our vision for Dixie, which is to make products that our customers and consumers value. They value them because it helps make their lives, improve their lives, because it provides them with reliability and convenience. But we want to make sure we do all that responsibly. So that's why Dixie is really working to design compostable solutions for its products. So a great place to start, step one on our journey was understand all the stuff that Sam was talking about and that the experts were talking about yesterday. So how do we build an understanding organizationally of composting, the science, and all the details of what has to be true to meet the standards and be BPI certified, and that is not my understanding that I've built. I've been to several of these, I've been in a range of meetings over the years, but we have an organizational competence here with our R&D team and Peg Hawks, who many of you may know, and others. So I'm very appreciative of all the knowledge we've built in the partnership over the years. And that includes not just understanding the science, but understanding composting operations, attending events like these, hearing from all the stakeholders, understanding what needs to be true to make this work for everyone. And you can see examples here from past summits. You can see Peg getting her hands dirty on a waste sort. So that was step one. And then partnering with that is understanding the legislation and engaging with the legislation. Again, it takes the partnership with organizations like BPI. We've also worked with FPI, and we're now founding members of Circular Action Alliance, where we appreciate the opportunity to kind of work with them and engage and bring our industry and manufacturing knowledge as they're figuring out how to administer EPR programs. So step one, understand what has to be true, understand the legislation that's coming. So after that, what do we do next? Well, we want to make sure we revisit what we're trying to deliver for our customer and our consumer. Now, we know this every day, but we wanted to revisit it in the context of this journey. So who are our customers? So we have both on the retail side, we have our target consumer. She buys the product in retail. She uses it at home. She values it because it helps make her life easier, and so she can focus on what matters most. Here it looks like calendaring with her children, so she's getting them to work right away. But also in an away-from-home context, we have operators that find the product valuable. So whether it's businesses that use it in their break rooms or food service operators or restaurants, at the core, they're really looking for a couple of things from the product, first and foremost. And that's they want it to work, and they like how it looks. So our requirements as the R&D and innovation teams kind of started on this journey where let's get to BPI certified, but let's remember it needs to be strong and sturdy, and it needs to continue to look good. So understanding all that has to be true, we're very proud that our team was able to deliver a product with the same performance and quality while becoming BPI certified. And on the design side, on the looks good, we did a lot of work with our design experts to say, what designs are on the plate? What designs are you thinking about putting on the plate? We know what Sam's talking about the inks. The testing gave us the information we needed to know to understand what those levels look like. And then a lot of work on how could we integrate with the requirements from labeling, how could we integrate with our design so we're still meeting what our target consumer is looking for so that it still looks good. We think they did a pretty good job. So mission accomplished, right? BPI certified, strong and sturdy, looks good. No, I think we learned from Suzanne and from some of the things that Ben said. Now, how do we talk to our customer and our consumer about this? So that was the next step. So we go back to our insights. What do we know about how they think about compostable? And I also listened to what Suzanne said yesterday and very much aligned with what I heard from her. But like I would say, we just summarize it as they know that compostable is a good thing, but they may not know much more about it than that. And I'm talking about consumers here mainly. Away from home, they can be more sophisticated by working with their haulers, getting that information. So consumers may not understand all the details. So we had a discussion about, given that insight, what should be our communication priorities as we roll this out on a big brand in retail. And lots of choices there, right? We've talked about in this room over the past couple of days, all the things that we could go do to drive more awareness, educate, but we're all consumers and we know we have to, we're bombarded with lots of messages, so we have to make choices. So we decided collectively on an objective of first we have to make the consumer aware, but then we want to just educate them on where and how. So those were our priorities, and you'll see that come to life. So obviously our most important touch point in retail is our packaging. So, laying out that the plates are compostable on package, leveraging the certification mark to provide that assurance, given the rigor of the testing that Sam just reviewed, and of course pointing out the environment that it needs to go into that it's been tested for composting in. You'll notice we also put here our website so that there's only so much room we have on a 10-inch plate package to tell them about composting. So we're leveraging our website, dixie.com/sustainability, so that they can go there and learn more. So now we talk about the where and how. So I've been in this role 7.5 years, and as I've learned more about composting and everything we've talked about in this room the past couple of days, I don't think most consumers understand all the alternatives that are available to them to commercially compost. So I kind of put that in the brief to the agency, and they kind of helped out. This is on the website, just how can we simply kind of lay out to consumers that there's many options for this that they should look into. We're a national brand. I get that composting and infrastructure is local, but for a national communication on a website, hey, have you checked to see if you've got organics collection? Did you know there's drop-off locations perhaps? You could do a little research on that. Holding up private collection companies. I knew about these because I'm an Atlanta resident and I'm a Compost Now residential member and I love it. So I've been preaching, so let's let them know about private collection opportunities in places like Atlanta where we don't have curbside. And then we've got findacomposter.com as a resource as well. So that's kind of where we landed on this initial phase of our journey. And that's where we are. So, and we appreciate the partnership of BPI and all what they bring to the table with the rigor of the testing and the certification and the assurance, as well as all the insights and knowledge that's been built, and everything we can learn from those in this room. That's what I got.